Hey, Mark the Meerkat Suffering here, free online tradingeducation.com, brought to you by Grok Trade, analyst, host of the GrokStar Trading Room, and perhaps your future mentor. All right, let's take a look at a trade that we had this morning in the GrokStar Room on CSIQ, good old Canadian solar, and it had dropped dramatically. It was down like 20-some%. It started to kick back here. Look at this, rising, 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 and on this high base right here, some of the folks in the chat room got in, and I started to do another high base up here. Set my order just above 1165. Let's see what happened next. Still high basing, so boom, there we go, and I'm long $11.67. Let's pull this down and see how she goes from there. Ready? Oh no, it started to pull back, and right down here, so I'm pulling my stop up here to just below the 8 EMA, and bam, it's coming down now hard, and the volume is increasing on the downstroke, and the market was starting to turn down. So at this point, I have to make a decision. Do I just stop out here, or do I reverse? Reverse would mean that I would go from being long to being short, and that's what I decided to do. So I ended up selling twice as many shares that I had, so now I am now short a full lot at $11.58, which means that I am minus 0.7% on the long trade, but now I'm short at $11.58. Let's see what happened next. Bam, look at that, and with huge volume on that big down in there. Lots of people are selling. They said, okay, that runs over. And I was short, I'm short, and it's low basing here now, at 11:45, but the volume is starting to disappear. We're now at 12 noon, and now we've got the 50 moving average moving up here coming into play. We got the 200 period moving average coming into play here. I don't know if I'm going to get much more out of this short or not. Bam, drops right there to the 200 moving average, and now it's following that down and low basing down here, and then bam, drop below the 200. And then back up again. So I went ahead and I took out half here at $11.34 for 2.0% on the first half. I'm still short half of it. Pulling my stop down here just above this here, the 50 moving average. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's a low basing. Now this 20 is into play here, so I'm moving my stop down here just above the 20 moving average. It's holding. Great. Come on now, the volume is disappearing because it's lunchtime. Come on now, what's going to happen here? And it ticked me out. It was just above the, right here at the $11.38 on the second half for 1.7% on that second half. So this total trade here was long from here, and then I reversed here, minus 0.7 on that part. I'm short from here, took out half here for 2%. And then the other half here for 1.7%. So on the short trade, I was plus 1.05% in 36 minutes. Well, you know, we could make this a little more dramatic here by blowing it up, and man, that's how you do a trade, and that's how you have to be nimble, depending on what the shifts are in the market at the time, and also what the shifts are in the sentiment of that particular stock. Now, if you'd like to learn how to trade better, we do have two opportunities coming up. And the first one is a free webinar. And that's going to be this Wednesday, July the 10th. That's tomorrow if you're listening to this on Tuesday. And it's on gaps and trend reversal patterns. It's at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. If you click on this, right on our main page, upcoming events, you'll go to that page. It'll describe the whole program for you. And here's a place to register right here. Go ahead and fill out the form for that, and even if you can't be there at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday, go ahead and fill it out, and you'll get a recorded version of that webinar. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat Suffering. As Don Rumsfeld says in his book, Rumsfeld Rules, he says, it's a lot easier to get into situations than it is to get out. Same for trading. Trade well, everyone.